We've been talking about this, guys, and I'm really excited to see how crypto has been performing. And then for those of you guys who are new to the channel, Brad and I have really just been focusing on the two big dogs, which are Bitcoin and Ethereum. I have spoken at length about how I've been more bullish on Ethereum. I have a little bit of Bitcoin, but I'm really going heavy into Ethereum. That's looking like it wants to break out. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen so we can actually look at the chart. But Ethereum toying with that 4K. Is this going to be the week? I think so. I think this is the week it clears 4K and it stays above 4K. A lot of bullish indicators and factors for Ethereum. But if you look at Bitcoin and Ethereum, similar move since about 45 days ago, you see this move from Bitcoin, Ethereum and Bitcoin that was very similar. There's a little bit of pullback, comes all the way up. And as you can see, July 20th, it had closed at, well, let's actually take July 19th. It closed at 1730, and 45 days later, it's testing $4,000. That's crazy. Very bullish on Ethereum. But Bitcoin's actually making a little bit more of a move of late, the last few days, and it cleared that $5,000 that we were talking about. Look in the daily on this chart. And as I pull this out a bit, really looking at that 60, if you can see back in May, the trend again looks awesome, and it's the same time frame. So right here where my cursor is July 19th, and you see from July 19th moved all the way up. So it went from below 30K to now 50K. Love that move. And we know crypto makes these moves. Crypto shows this volatility, and it's important to understand is just as much it can run up, it can run down. However, we've been talking for probably 2 months, even before that, maybe June, we talked about playing chess when everybody else is playing checkers. And we talked about getting into crypto, whichever your favorite crypto was, because they were all struggling. They all had pulled back. And now they all look really, really good. Most of the big dogs are looking really good, and especially Bitcoin and Ethereum. And the thing here is not get greedy, because there's always going to be opportunities to present themselves. But I would love to see this stay above that psychological, what was a support, and now what was a resistance, and now potentially a support of $50,000. I wouldn't necessarily be worried unless it went below that 47,000 range. Then I would be like a little bit concerned. But if I'm a long-term investor in either one of the coins, I'm fine. I'm buying on the dip. And that's actually what I did for Ethereum back when we did see the dip. And I'm going to go back quickly to Ethereum's chart. My initial position in Ethereum was around $600. And then when we had this first, so we had this pullback right here. I had gotten into it just around 2,300 and then got at it again at 2,000. But I'm consistently dollar cost averaging. This was just an additional investment on it. So all this to say, I think the conversation will continue to build, especially because Bitcoin, which is the leader, is really above that 50,000. I think now you're going to start hearing more and more about price targets. All right, Bitcoin going to hit 60. When's it going to hit 60? Bitcoin to 100,000, which isn't out of this realm. All those numbers are going to start coming to fruition. I think what Bitcoin first has to do is get to 60 and then go for those all-time highs. And if it can get above the $66,000 mark, we should see a massive run.